When it comes to our food for our pets, we want the best nutrition, variety, and taste for them, just like we want for the rest of our family. And joining us today is Moody, founder and chairman of Stella and Chewy, to talk about meal mixers, the newest addition to their family of premium food for dogs, and to help us learn about how this product can add raw food, nutrition, and taste to any dog's diet. Marie, it's so great to have you on The Balancing Act.
Thank you.
And I really want to start with your story first, because you're an entrepreneur and you're really inspiring for women. And just how did Stella and Chewy's come about?
Well, Stella and Chewy's came about really out of my kitchen in New York City after I adopted a sick dog. Chewy was very sick when I adopted him. And so as a result, I did a lot of research on pet food, and something that kept coming up was that one of the most important things you can do is to feed a dog a raw diet, because it would simulate how they may have eaten in the wild.
And Stella you had first, and then Chewy came along.
Yes, I had Stella, and then she needed a boyfriend.
There you go. I love the name. Can you tell us about your philosophy on feeding dogs?
The idea is really, because they are domesticated, oftentimes people think that that means that they're not really related to wolves or foxes, but they are. In fact, their DNA is 99% similar to that of a wolf.
Wow.
Therefore, they really are designed to eat like they would have eaten in the wild and how their ancestors ate.
How do many of us feed our dogs, and why might we be interested in meal mixers? Because that's what we're talking about today, right?
Right, exactly. Well, what we found was that people are most comfortable feeding their dogs, as they have historically, certainly for the last 50 years, kibble, which is a dried food. And a lot of people understand the benefits of perhaps adding something fresh to the kibble, like, you know, like people add different things.
Right.
I mean, they add all kinds of things, from vegetables to bacon to, you know, so what we wanted to do was provide something people could mix in with their current pet food, and that way they could get the benefits of a raw diet without having to go all the way to a raw diet.
And better than like putting some macaroni and cheese or something the dog shouldn't eat on the kibble.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's analogous to if you were to have a salad with your dinner. You know, it's like a little bit is better than nothing.
Marie, how are meal mixers really different from other dog food?
Well, the meal mixers are 95% real meat and bone and organ with no grains. All the meats are all natural, hormone-free, no added antibiotics or hormones. And the food itself is freeze-dried. So that means it's processed without heat so that it's still raw.
And they seem like they're easy to use and that the dogs love them, right?
That's true. In fact, we did a study with a major university, and we found that 9 out of 10 dogs preferred their current meal with the meal mixer on it.
Well, that's, you know, my little hero. I'm going to have to find the one he'd like to take home. But what are the health benefits that you found when you add this to the dog's food?
Well, what we find is that it improves, because it's a food that's much closer to its natural state than, say, something that's highly processed. What we have found that the raw food diets can improve their vitality, their coats. It can prevent allergies. It's, in general, it's, again, like for you and I or anybody in our family, when we want to feed them fresher food, the idea is to promote better health.
Marie, thanks so much for stopping by. Great having you. Great information. Great name. Love the product.
Thank you.
All right, and if you would like to learn more, we want you to head on over to thebalancingact.com. You can also follow us on Facebook as well. Share your pet stories with us.